Hello guys! Today I wanted to do another little series. I'm going to do it on codependency, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to describe what codependency is, and I'm going to describe the thoughts that are common when we are in the 3 different roles that we play when we are using the strategy of codependency. And yes, I did call it a strategy. It's a strategy of survival. So, what is codependency? Alright, so Blue, what is codependency? Blue, what is codependency? Can you tell me? All right. So codependency is a pattern of behavior that helps us survive, that helps us feel like there's some control that we have during a situation that felt out of control. And it actually is a pattern that Blue's just looking out the window. He's so cute. Okay. So it's a pattern of behavior that helps us survive, helps us feel in control, helps us feel like we're worth something, right? It has 3 different roles, or we play 3 different roles when we are using this strategy to survive, okay? The 3 roles are played by the same person, and they are the hero, the victim, and the judge. So now let's go to the common thinking patterns in each role, okay? So if you are playing the hero, some common thinking patterns that may come up is, I am a good person because I help. If I don't help you, I may feel really anxious and uncomfortable. I have to help. If I don't help, I'm not gonna be able to stop thinking what a bad parent, friend, wife, spouse I am. If I don't help, I'm gonna feel worthless. If I don't help, you're not gonna be able to do it. I need to help because you don't know how to help yourself. How can I help? If I am in the victim role, which is right at the bottom of the codependent triangle, it's a triangle. The thoughts that may come up is, nobody ever listens. You don't do what I tell you. I always end up looking like the bad person. I feel worthless. This is hopeless. Why won't you do what I tell you to do? Here in the victim role, we begin to feel really, really down on ourselves. Really helpless. If you are at the judge side, right? What are some of the common thoughts that would come with that? I am right. You are wrong. Why can't you learn? How stupid can you be? Why won't you do what I tell you to do? So we become really judgy about the other person. We criticize the other person in our mind and verbally, thinking that we know better and they should do what we say. So I will also wanted to give you strategies to kind of let go of the need for control, and begin to create a life worth living where you can find your worth from inside, right? Not having to get that self-worth from external factors where you feel like you are kind of a slave to others, always having to do what they need and disregarding your own needs. So the first thing you can do, if you're playing the hero role, what you want to do is start listening to yourself. Getting to know yourself by listening to your body. Notice when somebody asks you to do something, how your body feels before you respond. Remember to give yourself compassion. Notice with admiration what your loved ones can do for themselves. Try to become a cheerleader or a guide instead of doing for others what they can do for themselves. A good question to ask yourself is, can that person do this on their own? Really? Remember, you are enough. Just for being alive, you are enough. You don't need to do anything for anyone to be enough. You were born being enough, whether you were able to feel that as a baby or not. So when you're playing the victim role, right? What are some thoughts or some things that you can do to help you feel better? One thing would be to remember everything you have survived. You've overcame these things. Remember them. Remember, life is difficult and you are strong. Remember all the times you have felt love. And remember all the times you have loved. Sometimes when we're in the victim role, when we're really down on ourselves, we forget all these things. Perhaps writing down those happy moments, those moments where we felt worthy, and then reading them when we're feeling low can help. And what about when you are in the judge role, right? Really wanting to criticize and judge others. One thing you can do is show yourself compassion so then you can show it to others. Remember, life provides natural consequences. What this means is that you don't have to be the one placing those consequences for others. And just how you don't have to place those consequences, also, you don't have to save anyone from their consequences, from the natural consequences that life brings. Remember, shame does not equal accountability. Shame actually destroys the person, creating a vortex of destruction. It actually, if you're trying to shame somebody for doing behaviors that are addictive, shame usually increases the addiction. And this is true because shame is not the same as guilt. Guilt allows us to take accountability for what we've done. Shame just makes us feel rejected and worthless. And so when we are the judge, sometimes we do throw shame at others. Remember, that is not helpful. It doesn't help you and it doesn't help the other person. Remember, codependency begins early in our life. It is a strategy we use to survive, to feel in control, to feel connected, to feel like we are worth something. I hope that this doesn't make you feel shameful if you use these strategies. On the contrary, I hope you become aware of them so you can use the strategies to free yourself from codependency. Thank you.